Hello, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment. I just came back from watching Underworld, Blood Wars, and it continues to be fun, but by no means good. That's how I classify this series. In my opinion, they should have stopped at 3 movies. Third one ends nice and neat. Yeah, it could keep on going, but it didn't need to. I can sum this movie up real quick. It's in the title of the newest movie, Blood Wars. That's all they've been telling this entire time. To give a little more detail, long time ago there was this guy named Alexander Corvinus. He was the first immortal. He wasn't vampire, he wasn't werewolf, he just was an immortal guy. And he himself says in a line from Evolutions, "We are oddities of nature." So that's the only explanation they give us. He has 3 sons. They don't name the 3rd son for some reason. I guess because he's only an immortal and he died ages ago. They focus on the 2 sons, Marcus and William. Marcus was bitten by bats, becoming the first vampire. William was bitten by wolf, becoming the first lichen, aka werewolf. But he is unable to change back and forth forms. And so are the people that he infects. And so there's a battle between the species there. The thing that starts the battle all over again is this lichen called Lucian. The lichens are slaves to the vampires, and I guess they must have found a male and female and accidentally put them in a cell together because they had a child that was born human. Lucian can change at will. He doesn't even need the full moon. And he has an affair with the daughter of one of the elder vampires, Victor. And she does conceive a child, but Victor doesn't want a merger of the 2 species because he finds the lichens to be repulsive and underneath the vampires, even though they share the same heritage. And he has her killed by sunlight while Lucian watches, starting the war all over again, which leads to Lucian wanting his revenge. Now in Underworld he's led to believe dead by the vampires, but he's not. There's this vampire called Craven who they picked a poor actor to get. Who's in league with the lichens and helps Lucian, but Lucian has his own agenda. He still wants to merge the species. Well, he figured if we can find a direct descendant to Alexander Corvinus, we can merge the species successfully. And they do that with Michael Corvin. That's where Celine's character comes in, Kate Beckinsale. The reason why these movies keep on making money, because she just looks fantastic in leather. And so after Michael enters and he gets bitten by Lucian and starts becoming a lichen, at some point down the road, all the characters find out about what I just told you, and Celine bites Michael and he becomes the first hybrid of lichen and vampire, but he's more lichen than vampire because I guess he was lichen a little longer. For a movie that has a whole lot of exposition, they don't really explain a whole lot, at least to what the actual lore of the world that they built is. And so the next few movies are just about that, getting the blood from the hybrids to make more powerful monsters, and this movie was no different. But it was still entertaining. I still liked it. These movies fall into the guilty pleasure genre. That's why they are fun, but by no means good. If you like the Underworld movies, you'll like this. If you want to see an action movie with vampires and lichens, you'll like it. I mean, you don't even have to see the first 4 movies. Each movie gives a 5-minute recap of what's happened already. Stay tuned for a spoiler talk on this. Like I said in my Rogue One spoiler review, if Rich and I can't come together and make a review within a week, I'm going to do one by myself. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it. I, however, we both watched the first 4 movies together, and I made a bunch of notes. I can't wait for this spoiler talk because it's going to be a whole lot of fun. In other news, you know I got new cameras. Well, my next video to come up will be a virtual tour of my room. and then a real video will come up instead of just my room. I'm going to go to the Philadelphia Auto Show and test it in the field. So stay tuned for those. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are of the Underworld series. And if you've seen the movie, what do you think about it? If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. And remember, live your imagination.